everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I have my March Destashify Makes and Fabric haul. It is that time of the month. We're the last day of the month. We've made it. But before we get into that, it's Friday, so we've got a Love Notions Feature Friday pattern, which is the willow wrap dress. Folks, I have the willow wrap top on my to make list for this year. We're going to be talking about more of that, in coming weeks. But the willow wrap dress, I have made it once before. It is such a good knit pattern. If you like a wrap bodice, it's a faux wrap bodice, but it's so good. I don't have the dress any longer because it was not in my color palette and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't grabbing it because the style of it's so good. That's why. It was in pastels and pinks and stuff. It just wasn't good on me. But actually having the Feature Friday has kind of reminded me that maybe one of my I've got Italy on the brain right now, so maybe one of my knit dresses that I take just to wear, a couple of times while we're over there day to day needs to be that willow wrap dress. So stay tuned. You may be seeing that one, but $5 today only. You can use the code TOM10. Sorry, we're right at the cusp of changing the code for quarter, but today's the 31st, so yes. TOM10 still gives you the 10% off, additional 10% off that sale price. That will be a new code next Friday, so make sure you listen for that. But yes, it's still TOM10 for today to get you the extra 10% off the sale price. Okay, so that's exciting. Folks, I have two really fantastic garments that I made this month. I'm going to talk about what I'm holding here. I couldn't get these on the mannequin just because they're overall, so it's really hard to try and get on the mannequin. So we're just going to hold them up here. But yeah, let's get started. Okay. I made the Lydia Naomi Meadow overalls and I am obsessed. Okay, so this is the fabric I got from Destashify. It's like a real pale tan and cream gingham linen from the fabric store. I made I think it's view A, that has the zipper. So one of the views, you get it on and off by ties at the shoulder. The binding comes up to ties. The other view, you put in a zipper actually here in center front, an invisible zipper here in center front that helps you step into those and get them up over your rear end. And that works really, really well. It actually makes it really easy to get them, to get them on and off. Super easy. There we go. To get those, oh my gosh, I'm stuck on my earring. Good gracious, comedy hour, folks. Makes these really easy to get on and off. Now, the pattern comes with, she calls them flower pockets, where you can put flowers in them, these really big, kind of a 3D pocket that you can put on the leg, but it also has inseam pockets. I did not have enough fabric for the big flower pocket, so I just have the inseam pockets that are here. Works wonderfully. There's also the option to put elastic here on the kind of the under part of your, around your waist. Highly recommend that. Very easy to stick some elastic in there, and it just gives you a little bit of shaping. I did do the cropped version. I was gonna do full length, but I just didn't have enough fabric. I only had 2 meters maybe of this fabric, so I had to be very careful. I used every little bit, and absolutely, I love how these turned out. And they went together pretty quickly as well, even with the binding that goes around, that makes the straps. It's all cut on the bias. They're just so good. I'm so excited about these. I took the photos for this to show you the twirls, and I really wanted to keep these on the rest of the day. They're so comfortable. I can see many more of these in my future. Maybe I need a pair of denim, in a denim tinsel, or a pair in a solid linen. I can just see a lot of these because why wouldn't I want to wear these all summer? They're so comfortable. It's just a little too chilly right now for me to be wearing these all day. So, oh my gosh, love, love, love these. If you were on the fence about whether or not you wanted to try making these up, yep. And guys, the only alteration I made was I shortened the leg at the lengthen and shorten line, and that's it. I didn't do anything for my bust or anything, just because it's an overall. And I think they fit fantastic. I feel like she is only like 5'4". I think that's what it said on the pattern. Like, you know, the model's wearing size, you know, her measurements are this, and I think it said she was 5'4". So if you're a little bit vertically challenged like myself, that 1 inch was all I needed to get these done, and I didn't even have to take the hem up, and they're hitting me right where I'd want a cropped overall to hit. Such a big fan of this pattern. I am so obsessed with these. These are going to Italy with me. So excited about these. Okay, so that was actually garment number 2 that I made up. Garment number 1, you have already seen. This is the, well, if you watched the Love Notions video, this is the Love Notions Vivace. This was the first time I'd made up the Vivace. I made it a top and knit, and then I made this as a dress, and I'll pop a picture of me in it as a dress. It just came up really short. And I wore it as a dress, but really more as like a top. I kind of did a half tuck with it as a dress because it's just very short, and you can see that. And then I washed it and let it, and sometimes rayon does this. I mean, I probably should wash my rayon yardage a couple of times before I make anything out of it, but I just do once because time. But sometimes it'll shrink just a little bit more. And again, I had mentioned, I think when I printed this off, the pattern off, I did not have my printer scale set correctly, and I didn't even think about checking the little box to check scale, just because I never have to do that. And see, that's what just assuming gets you. But then realized it later when I was printing out something else that it was set on that. So I'm pretty sure that I made this a little smaller than intended. So I will, before I make this again, I will print out the pattern correctly. But I just decided, okay, it's a little too short for a dress. I'm just gonna cut it off into a top. This is gonna get so much more wear now that it is a top. I'm not, uncomfortable with it. I can do a little half tuck with my white jeans. I just made myself a pair of white pull-on knit pants. It looks really cute, just untucked over those. Yes, loving my new Vivace in this beautiful rayon challis that I got off of Destashify, obviously. And it just makes me happy. The colors make me happy. I feel really good about wearing color right now. It's just lifting my mood, just all in all, helping me feel better. So yes, this is definitely going to get worn a ton this spring. I also have enough to do something else with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It may just sit in my stash for a while until this one wears out and I decide to make another top with it. Or maybe I make a skirt out of it and we could do a little outfit, or, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of play that by ear a little bit and put that in the stash. But so very pleased with my new Vivace top. I love this pattern. I highly recommend it. I love my knit version, and now I love my woven version. And now I need to actually make dresses in both. So stay tuned on that one. All right, let me move the mannequin and I'll show you the fabrics I grabbed this month. Okay, so this month I grabbed 2 stripes and I am very excited about both of them. They're both vintage. I've got, I think, a little over 3 yards of this one. This one's narrower. I mean, they're both narrow, but this one's narrower. And then right at maybe 3 yards of this one. But this is the first one that I grabbed. Now, we're going to Italy, if I haven't said that 872 times. And I am making my son his, we have 3 events that we have to dress for, that we have to have like nice clothes for. And he's hard to fit because he has a very thin waist. And he's kind of small. He's a smaller guy. He's only 5'7", 5'8". So he wanted pants, and he is getting so into his wardrobe, which I think is so much fun, and I'm so enjoying that he's actually caring about what he wears. So I'm making him a sport coat, and I'm making him another pair of pants and a vest and a shirt, all to go to Italy. But we were trying to decide what to wear with the sport coat, which is kind of a dark periwinkle kind of color, purple. And when I came across this on Destashify, it is a gray, hopefully you can see that, it's gray and white striped seersucker. And I mean, does it get any more classic than a seersucker pant? No, it does not. So I am going to be making him in this a pair of the Wardrobe by Me men's chino pants. So that is what these are gonna be. I'm actually making him a couple of those pairs of pants, but one of the fabrics I'm using is this beautiful gray and white seersucker. It's gonna look beautiful with the purple jacket. He has a very pale purple shirt that he's gonna wear underneath it. It's gonna make a really sharp looking outfit, and he's excited about it and I'm excited about it. So that is gonna be my first pair of pants. And then I saw this one. They were from the same seller, and I just couldn't get this fabric out of my head. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab it. This is a cotton, a vintage cotton, and it still had the like slip on it from when whoever had purchased it. And you know, and it's not wide, it's pretty narrow. But look, it is red and white stripe. But it is like, I mean, it looks orange right now. It is my red. It is that orange red. It is absolutely perfect. And the white isn't even really white. It's like a cream. It's cotton and kind of has a raised texture. It doesn't feel like seersucker, but it does have kind of a raised texture. I need this in pants. I just feel like I need a pair of pants in this. So I'm gonna be making myself a pair of the Style Arc woven or Bennett woven pants. Those have a flat front and kind of a, not a wide leg, but a loose, relaxed leg, but elastic in the back. I can just see myself wearing these with a button-up shirt, a white, you know, crisp button-up shirt, a white tank with my, I say white, I mean cream, a white tank or a cream tank with my cream Metro blazer. I can see this being worn with a contrasting color, like a lime green would be fun, or an aqua blue. I can see myself wearing this with denim. So my denim button-up shirt would be wonderful with this. I can just come up with a whole bunch of reasons why I need a pair of red and white striped pants in my wardrobe. So I know I don't have to convince you all, but I am currently working with the Bennett woven pant in my class. And so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make myself a pair in this red and white stripe. So this is going to be the Style Arc Bennett woven pant. I'm having a real love affair with Style Arc patterns right now and just really enjoying them. So excited to get this pair made up, and they'd be really comfortable, not only to wear in Italy, but just to wear all summer long. You know, if I want to dress up a little bit more, so have a pant on instead of shorts, or just as it's, you know, still chilly in the spring, it can be a great transitional piece as well. So woven pants, red and white stripe, vertical stripe. It's gonna make my legs look long too. That's what I'm envisioning. And I keep thinking about my red orange mules and how good those are gonna look with this as well. So there you have it. Those are my March Destashify makes, and then my 2 pieces of fabric that for my fabric haul for March, that these pieces will get made up in April. And speaking of that, now we've got Easter that's coming up. When are you watching this video? So on Sunday, I have a video coming up just about how I cut out my patterns, how I don't use cutting layouts ever, and how I kind of do that, how I lay out my fabric. Just a quick video. I've gotten a lot of questions on that recently, so I've got a video coming up on that on Sunday. And then the following Sunday is actually Easter. So I am gonna have a quick little video that's just up there just saying kind of happy Easter and thanks for being with me. Just a quick little chatty video. I'll pre-record it because I'm taking Easter off, obviously, but I'll put that up for Easter Sunday. But then the remaining Sundays in April, I'm gonna be doing just some sew along with me's. So, you know, we'll be working through, you know, the sewing for my kids for Italy, maybe a little bit of mine, just kind of whatever I feel like. I need some just care sewing so badly right now this carrot is I'm dangling right now just to get me to that point. And that can be sewing for my loved ones. So I'm very excited about that. So I'll be taking you guys along with me on Sundays for the rest of April as I do that. And then I do have a sew along coming up in May. Can't tell you more about that yet, but stay tuned. And yeah, so that's kind of what we've got going forward. Tuesday, there is a challenge that is coming up on Instagram, and I am part of that vlog tour to kind of kick off the challenge and give you some inspiration. So you really want to come back on Tuesday for that. And then Friday next week, I'm talking through my first part of my Italy plans. So these are the 3 nicer dresses that I'm going to be making for myself for the Italy trip. So this will be Italy plans part 1. We'll talk more about my everyday wardrobe that I'll be wearing while there later. But yes, these are going to be my 3 fancy dresses. So I say fancy, they're not really fancy, but my 3 dresses for the 3 events that I have to attend while in Italy. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We've got a lot of fun and exciting things coming up on the channel. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend and get some sewing in. I hope the sun is shining where you are, and I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Bye!